Good morning, my dear colleagues. Welcome back to the second day of this 2 days in-house faculty development program on e-content creation organized by the Department of Computer Science, Maharani Science College for Women, Mysore. Myself, Dr. K.S. Manjunath, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Computer Science, Maharani Science College for Women, Mysore. Friends, the three components of any educational system are teaching, learning, and evaluation. These three components are common both for online mode of learning as well as classroom mode of learning. The classroom mode of learning, we also call it as an offline mode. In this session, I'm going to discuss about an e-evaluation tool called Google Form, which is provided by the Google company. In this session, I will illustrate with an example how to design a suitable Google Form and how to work with it. At the end of this session, you should be in a position to understand what is a Google Form, why we need Google Form, where the Google Form can be used, which are all the areas where Google Form finds its usage, how to create a Google Form, then how to generate the link for sharing the Google Form and how to share that link, and finally how to analyze the responses obtained through the Google Form. A Google Form is a web-based tool provided by Google company for online evaluation purpose. It's mainly used for collection of data online for getting responses, feedback, and reviews about a company, about an institution, about a course or an event, etc. It's a highly user-friendly application. Means for working with Google Form, you need not have a very strong computer knowledge. Even with a minimum computer knowledge of how to use and how to open the Google account, you can design a suitable Google Form for your application. It's a freeware or a free tool for collecting the information easily, effectively, and instantaneously from a large population. Where Google Forms can be used. Google Form finds lot of application in different areas. Google Form can be used for creating a multiple choice question exam or for conducting quiz on a specific subject or on a specific topic. It can be used for obtaining reviews about a product. For example, if a company releases a new product in the market and they want to obtain the reviews about the product from the customer, then they can go for a suitable Google Form. Google Form can also be used for getting feedbacks. For example, if an institution wants to collect the feedback from all its students regarding the institution, the syllabus, the courses offered, alumni, etc., then they can design a suitable Google Form for their application. Google Form are also used for conducting surveys online. It's a free tool provided by the Google company for online evaluation purpose. It's one of the most popular tool. The main reason for its popularity are it's very easy to create a form using Google Form, and this tool is available free of cost. The user need not pay anything for using Google Form. Google Form can be used to collect responses from a large population simultaneously. The responses or the feedbacks obtained through the Google Form can be analyzed easily and effectively. Google Form saves a lot of time and stationery. For example, if an institution wants to get the feedback from a student with having a strength of around 4,000, then if they conduct the feedback or if they get the feedback through paper, then they need a lot of paper and it results in wastage of stationery. At the same time, analyzing the responses obtained through the hard copy is a very tedious task. These two drawbacks can be avoided by using a suitable Google form. Finally, the response obtained from the Google form can be presented in an attractive way using bar chart, pie chart for easy analysis purpose. Following are the steps to create a Google form and work with it. The first step in creating a Google form is to log into your Google Drive. To log into your Google Drive, you should have a Gmail account. With the same Gmail ID and the password, you can log into your Google Drive also. In the Google Drive, select the option called Google Form. If you are designing a Google form for a specific application like Quizzer, Review, etc., then we have to make some minimum settings before adding or before creating the form. The next step is to design the form suitable for your requirements. Once the form is designed, before sending the form for getting the responses, you can have a look at how the form looks like by clicking on or by making use of the preview option. The next step is to generate the link and share the link with all the respondents, or you share the link or you send the link to whom you are expecting the feedback. Finally, the last step in Google form work is to analyze the responses obtained. So in the remaining session, I will explain how to create a Google form in a easy steps. The first step in Google form design is to log into Google Drive. To log into Google Drive, click on any of the browser available in your system. Here, I will make use of Google Chrome for that purpose. So to go to the login Google Drive, click on the Google Chrome. A dialog box appears like this. In the dialog box, type Google Drive and press Enter key. And a hyperlink labeled as free cloud storage for personal use Google Drive appears like this. Click on this option. Here there is a text label Go to Drive. There is a button labeled Go to Drive. Click on here. Depending on the speed of internet, it takes few minutes to go there. Then choose an account. Click on here. Give the password of your Gmail ID. Click on the next button. So now you are in your Google Drive. So this screen indicates that you are in your Google Drive. Now in the Google Drive, click on the option called New. Then choose the option called More. Under More, select Google Forms. An empty or a blank Google form appears on your monitor. So before designing the form for your requirement, you have to make some minimum settings. To make the settings, click on the settings button present on the top row. The settings are classified under 3 categories as general setting, presentation setting, and quizzes. In the general setting, the first checkbox labeled collect email address. You click on this checkbox if you want the email IDs of all the respondents. The second checkbox labeled as limit to 1 response. You can click this checkbox if you want to restrict the number of submission from each respondent to only 1. Then sometimes what happens is the respondent wants to edit the form submitted. In that case, this option should be activated by clicking edit after submitted. Then you click on this checkbox if you want the summary of chart and text response. Now you have made settings in the general category. Then you go to the next category called presentation. Here there are 3 checkbox. The first checkbox is labeled show progress bar. Click on this checkbox if the respondent want to see the progress of his performance, or after clicking each question, if you want to see the progress, then this should be activated. If you are conducting or if you are creating the Google form for conducting quizzes, then you want the questions in the quizzes to be shuffled each time, then you select this option. Then you go to the last option called quizzes. If you are conducting or if you are creating the Google form for conducting quizzes, then choose this option by clicking on this battery sign. Then save all these settings by clicking on the save button. Now we have made some minimum settings to your Google form. Now the next step is to design the form. In the form, you can see the label as untitled form, indicating that so far we have not labeled our form. To give a suitable label to our form, click on this untitled form. Now I will design a simple Google form for multiple choice question on Karnataka state. So I'll give the heading as form title as MCQ on Karnataka. We can give a description also as quiz on Karnataka. Next, you keep on adding the question one by one into your Google form. To add a question, click on the first plus button, which is labeled as add question. The first question I want to add is name of the student. Once the question is added, you decide the type of question. So that different types of question could be short answer question, paragraph question, multiple choice, checkbox, drop down, and so on. So name of the student is a short answer question. Click on the short answer. Next. If the answer for this question is mandatory, then select the option required here, so that the student cannot leave this question empty. Next, go to the plus button, add the next question. The next question is register number. This is also a short answer question. Select the option called short answer. And if the register number includes both letters and digits, then you select the text. Because by default, the data type is number, means it accepts only the digit. But register number contains both letters and digit, means select the option called text here. And the answer for this question is also mandatory, means click on the required button. Then click on the plus button to add the next question. The next question is course. So here you give a specified list of all the courses available in the college. So I will select this type of question as a multiple choice question. The first option is, I type it as BCA. Second option, I type it as BSc. And the last option, I will type it as MSc. Answer for this question is also mandatory, means click on the required button. You can press the plus button to add the next question. Next question I will add it is semester. Semester value could be any value from 1 to 6. The student should select one value out of 6 values. So such type of option questions are called as drop down menu questions. So click on the drop down menu, then add the options one by one. Option 1 is first semester. Option 2, like that. You fill all the 6 semesters, 3, 4, 5, and the last option is 6. And this is also a mandatory question, means click on the required button. Then click on the plus sign to add the next question. So now I will add some simple multiple choice question on Karnataka state. Which is the capital of Karnataka? I'll add the question. Which is the Capital of Karnataka. So here you can give some 3-4 option for the student to select one. So out of 3-4 options, only one will be correct. So such type of questions are called as multiple choice question. Click on the multiple choice question and specify the 4 options. Option 1 is Bangalore. Click on the add option. Second option is Mysore. Click on the add option. Third option is Hubli. Last option, add it as Dharwad. Once the multiple choice question is added, you should set which is the correct answer for that question. To set the answer for a particular question, click on the answer key. Select the correct answer. Here the correct answer is Bangalore. Click on the Bangalore. For each multiple choice question, you can set the weightage also. How many points you are going to give if the answer is right. So the weightage can be set using the points. So for this question, I will set the point equal to 1. Depending on the complexity of your question, you can increase the weight also. Then click on the done button. Now click on the plus button to add the next question. The next question is, Gol Gumbaz is in which state? Here also, if you want to give multiple choice, then select the option as multiple choice question and specify the options. The first option is Mandya. Second option is Mysore. Third option is Dharwad. And the last option is Bijapur. Once the question is added, you can set the answer also by clicking on the answer key. The correct answer for this question is Bijapur. Once the answers are decided, set the points. Click on the done button. Now I will add another question whose answer is either true or false. So click on the plus button. Select the type as, whenever the question is of true or false type, select the type as checkbox. Here we'll add the question, river Godavari flows in Karnataka. Or river Ganga flows in Karnataka. So the first option is true and the second option is false. After the options are created, you set the answer by clicking on the answer key. Here the correct answer is false. And I want to give the weightage also by clicking on setting the weight like this. Then click on the done button. Now add another question. Lal Bagh is in which city? Which city? So this is also a multiple choice question. Then click on the options one by one. Bangalore, Mysore, Karwar, Vijaypur. Now set the correct answer for this question. The correct answer is Bangalore and the weightage I want to give it a 1. Click on the done button. Now I have added 4 different types of question. I will add last question for this form where the question itself consists of multiple sub questions. So such type of question we call it as, click on the first add button, and such type of question we call it as a multi-choice grid questions. The question is something like this. Give your rating about the following in Karnataka. The first sub question is weather. The second one is about employment. The third question is about transportation. And the last question is about food. For each of these sub questions, you can set different grading. The first one is about excellent. The next one is good. The next one is average. And the last one is poor. For this type of question, there is no specific answer because the student can give any grading for any of the sub questions. So don't set any answer for such type of question. Now we have designed a form with a title as MCQ in Karnataka with 4 to 6 questions like name of the student. It's a short answer question. Register number is a short answer question. Course is a multiple choice question. And semester is a drop down menu option. All these first 4 questions, the answers are mandatory. That means the student cannot leave such question empty. The next one is a multiple choice question. For all the multiple choice question and true or false question, we have to set the correct answer also. And we can also specify the weightage of the point for each question. Now, we have logged into Google Drive. We have set a suitable title for our form. We have made some necessary settings. We have added the question to the Google form. We have added the right answer for multiple choice question also. So before sending this form for obtaining the result, first have a look at the form, how it looks like when you send it. For that one, you click on the option called preview. The preview is labeled with an I symbol. Click on this symbol. Your form looks like this. Let us try by filling this form. Email ID, you specify some email ID. Name of the student, we give the name as Arun. Register number. Since you have set it as a text type, you are permitted to give some alphabetic characters also, A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Select the course. I'll select the course as BCA for the first student. Select the semester. I'll select the semester as 2. Now answer the questions one by one. Which is the capital of Karnataka? I'll choose the answer as Bangalore. Gol Gumbaz is in which state? We'll select the place as Bijapur. River Godavari flows in Karnataka. I'll click on false. Lal Bagh is in which city? I'll click the option as Bangalore. Now for this multi-grid option, I will click on suitable appropriate checkbox. Whether I will click on excellent, employment, select good, transportation, average, food, average. Now I have collected the response from the first student or the first respondent. Here you can observe the answer for the 4 questions. For the first question, the answer is right. Second question, the answer is right. Third question, the answer is right. And the last question is also answer is right. So the candidate has answered correctly all the 4 questions. Means his score should be 4 out of 4 questions. To see the result, you click on the submit button. Click on the view score. Here it is showing the total points equal to 4 out of 4. Now let us try another response. Click on the preview button. Take the second response. xyz@gmail.com as the email ID. Name of the student, Kiran. Register number, I'll set it as A2345. Course, I'll choose BSc. Semester, I'll choose first semester. Now I'll keep on answering the question one by one. Which is the capital of Karnataka? Suppose the student clicks Mysore. Gol Gumbaz is in which state? The student clicks Bijapur. River Godavari flows in Karnataka. Select true. Lal Bagh is in which city? Select Mysore. Now the student has correctly answered 1 question out of the 4 questions. For this one, click on any options you like. Good, excellent, average, poor. Now to see the score of the second student, again click on the submit button. Click on the view score. So it is showing 1 mark out of 4. So he has only answered only one question correctly. Take one more response. Click on the preview button. Enter the email ID, name of the student. You can give some name, register number. I'll choose the number as X567. Choose the course. I'll choose the course as MSc, semester, 4th semester. Answer the question. First question, the answer, the student assumed that he clicks on Bangalore. Second question, Gol Gumbaz is in which state? It should be which district? So the option selected is Bijapur. River Godavari flows in Karnataka. True. Lal Bagh is in Karwar. He clicks. Now this student has answered first question, second question correct, remaining 2 questions wrong. So his score should be 2 out of 4. You can see it later. You click on the options for the multi-grid option. Click on the submit button. Click on the view score. So his score is 2 out of 4. So now we have created the form and see the score by submitting the responses. Now, when you go to the response option, it is showing the count as 3. That means 3 students have given their feedback. Now, the next step in Google Form design is to create a hyperlink for this form. To create a link, you click on the send button. In the send button, you click on this icon, which is oval with a hyphen inside it. And a long link has been created. To reduce the length of this link, click on shorten URL. Then the link has been reduced. Copy the link. Once the link has been copied, you can paste the link in any of the text editor. For example, Word. I will copy it into a Word file. You save this file so that you can share or you can send this file to all the students from whom you are expecting the feedback. Close it. Now your form has been opened again. You can click on the response button again. Another advantage of Google Form is the responses can be obtained in a graphical format also, like this. See the responses. It is showed in pie chart here, it is showed in bar chart here, etc. Sometimes we want to preserve the response in an Excel sheet for later usage. So this is done automatically by the Google Form. So you click on this green symbol plus sign. It's a spreadsheet. You click here. You give a suitable name for this one. You give the name as Karnataka. Then create. Automatically, the responses are copied into a MS Excel worksheet. You can see an Excel sheet has been created like this. So friends, in this session, I covered what is a Google form, how to create a Google form, how to add the questions to the Google form, how to make the setting, how to generate the link, and how to share the link or how to save the link, how to see the responses. So thank you very much. If you have any feedback about the session, you can call me over that number 9880192329, or you can send your queries or questions to my email ID also labeled as kaushik.manjunath@gmail.com. Thank you very much.